Hey guys, welcome to my dojo. And I wanted to go over today the difference between a 303 bolt action and the SKS Simonovs, which are 7.62 by 3.9. And the main difference about them is one's a bolt action, one's semi-auto. These here are both bolt action here, and I got three Siminov SKSs, which are semi-autos. They're all plugged to 5 rounds. I have a 10-round mag for the military issue long branch, but I usually just put 5 in it anyway, because the thing about the bolt actions is that they're only really good for 1, 2, maybe 3 shots. After that, you gotta let the barrel cool, or you're putting a lot of stress on the gun, and you're also wasting your shots, because as your barrel gets hotter, it starts to lift, and then you start getting more inaccurate, and you get a lot of drifting going, especially when you're shooting far. These guys are shooting 25 yards with one of these. I'm saying overrated, but that's just my own opinion. I like shooting 200 meters or over with bolt actions, iron sights, don't need any scopes. I have a scope mount for them, I've never used it. I intend to get a scope for the long branch just for kicks, but farthest I really shoot is 200 meters, maybe a little bit further, but generally speaking, half a kilometer would be the absolute most. I hunt and just sport shoot, so that's really all I do. The SKSs, however, the thing about them is a lot of people say they're inaccurate, and they don't shoot for shit. And my opinion is that you don't know what you're talking about, because these guys, they need to get hot. You pump out about 5 rounds before it's accurate, and then you can put a bunch of rounds downrange, all out, that kind of a stray. I mean, that's close enough to do what these things were designed for. So I think they're hella good. There's 3 different kinds here. I'll go into that. Thing about the SKSs though is that when they do get hot, then they start to smoke, and that puts wear on the gun too. So if I'm at the range and I'm going to put a lot of rounds downrange, what I'll do is I'll take all 3 Siminovs with me, and I'll cycle between the 3. I'll pump mag out, set it down, pick up the other one, load it, pump mag out, set it down, and just do it that way. And I find I get a lot more life out of my firearms. So I'm going to work with closest to me and work my way towards you. With this one, first of all, is this is one I completely decked out. This is what I like to call, just in hypothesis, but my war gun. It's more of a conversation piece, just hanging up on the wall with trigger lock on it. It's non-restricted. I like the way it looks, and it's a lot of fun to shoot. It's got an adjustable ATI backstock, 6 positions. I like I'm a small frame shooter, so I don't need it that big. I just tuck it in like that. The thing I like about this one is I put on this forearm grip. I got a messed up hand. My left hand has sustained an injury, so it's a little weak, so this really helps. I've got the scope mount that I had to grind down to fit. It's got a little peephole through here, so I can look right down and use my iron sights. Don't have to use the optic, and then I can go to the optic if I choose to. It has this nice swing out magazine. We're only allowed 5 rounds in Canada. I could buy one of these big banana mags, which would look badass, but they're only plugged to 5 rounds anyway. I figured go with mobility. I don't need it being hung up on things. It's only 5 rounds anyway, so just keep it small. I like the pop-out effect. You can drop your ammo real fast if you have to, and it just slap shot. It'll lock up when it's unloaded. That's why I had to drop the mag. When it's loaded, you don't have to do that, because it's got this hole open, so you're empty, holds open. It's beautiful. Next thing, SOCOM rail system. Added that to it so I can add my attachments. I have a laser, just a little laser on there. It runs right through the bayonet things, and that's how I was able to make it work. This gun, you can't have a bayonet on. I'll get into bayonets in a minute. It's got a little flashlight. And that's basically this gun. It's just a nice looking piece. Just folds up, nice compact, beautiful. Set that there. Next one, it's just a plain old siminov, nothing fancy. This isn't even a collector's, it's just refurbished. It had a laminated wood stock, which looked horrible. I painted it black. I like it better this way. It had a black swing-out bayonet all along. So, the thing I like about a bayonet is home defense for Canada. It's a better option to go with. It's just as effective having a sword, whatnot. It's a great deterrent. You can battle off a home invader, no problem with one. Well, not no problem, but I mean, it will be pretty good. You don't have to have a loaded firearm. You just have this trigger lock on it, and it's just as good as a baseball bat and a sword put together. So that's one thing I like about bayonets. Also, I just like the way they look. It's almost like having jewelry on your gun. So that's all. This thing, little butthole in there to put your cleaning kit. Other than that, nothing too fancy. It's just a standard siminov SKS rifle. I got this other one here. This one's a little more fancy. This is all matching parts. This is a little more purdy. I've got a chrome inlaid barrel, and a lot of people are saying the SKSs from the Soviet SKSs don't have it. Well, you're wrong. They do. You just have to go find one. So that just makes this a little more sought after. This is a very beautiful looking gun. I love it. I've got a scope mount for it too, which I customized to fit and put a scope on it, and she looks just like, I don't know, really nice though. So this here, same deal. I've got a cleaning rod, bayonet. This bayonet's actually sharpened a bit. Got a swing out cleaning kit in this one, and this one's more of a collector's. It's I forget what I paid for it, but I wouldn't sell it. Not this one. And then next we get on to the bolt action 303s. This one here is basically my hunting rifle. This is one I take deer down with. I just like the iron sights. I could put scope mount on it. I have all that. Just don't need to. I'm usually taking deer at pretty close range anyway. So, pretty nice rifle. It's short. They've sporterized it. These usually come all wood. Little snub nose with a longer piece for a bayonet mount. And then basically after the war, they took them all, refurbished them, turned them into sporterized hunting rifles. And this one, I really like it. It's very accurate. Shoots just as true as my grandfather's rifle. And very light, really easy to use. Fits me like it was actually made for me. It's just so, I don't know, just the way my finger goes on that trigger is just, it's perfect. It's like I say, this gun feels like it was made for me. If you're a small frame shooter, recommend these, absolutely. They're lighter, they're small, more compact, and you got a real short skirt, which is perfect, because you really want 90 degrees on this arm. Your shooting arm should be about 90 degrees at the elbow. That's where you, sort of where you want it. So this one here is my grandfather's service rifle. I inherited this one. He passed on. Probably one of my most prized possessions that I do own, other than my pets I don't really own in my consideration. But anyway, this is one of my babies. So it's got bayonet, swings out. I've got a strap to the sling. Just snaps on, very simple, just like that. It's got a little button in the bottom. You just give it a twist. Once you figure out how it turns, it comes out. So, pretty nice. It's just a nice little conversation piece. It looks nice with the firearm. And when I was a cadet, we used to protect our flag with basically the same firearm right here. You would center bayonet on, stand attention. If someone wanted to, like normally drunk, wanted to come up and deface the flag, it was our duty to defend it. and never had a problem, but sure was fun standing out there in the street with a rifle in your hand and a bayonet strapped to it, just standing there in uniform. Anyway, so this here is the 303 Long Branch. This one was made in Canada. The other one I showed you previously was made in England. The U.S. has made them too. I just don't have any U.S. owned ones. And yeah, that's that. Thanks for watching.